Is that better? Yo, 1, 1, 2, 1. Yes. 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay, we'll kind of start again. Sorry about that. So what did you expect from this Work Money Death project?
To be honest, I didn't come in with any preconceived ideas. I tend to keep an open mind when it comes to recording sessions. And I've learned that from initially being really, really anxious and nervous before I actually enter recording sessions in the past when I was coming up, to a point of expect what to expect at that point in time, which could be quite magical. So having that open spirit and that open mind for me has always been a way of me being able to hopefully bring something to the table.
Did I give you any idea of what we were doing?
No,
not
at all.
What did I say to you? Do you remember what I said to you? Are you free on Wednesday?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
No preconceived ideas, no references.
You were aware it was going to be like that Work Money Death, Pharaoh Sanders.
Yeah.
And I'd been talking about that, kind of like how I wanted to do things just in one take.
Yeah.
No rehearsal, and I'd been mentioning that.
Yeah, just live.
Yeah.
Live and direct.
So you kind of like... Thing is, though, it's like I was saying to the other guys, we're so familiar with this space and working together. It's no bother, is it? There's no kind of expectation. It's just like we're going, like, right, what we creating today, what we doing today.
Exactly. Just open-mindedness.
Yeah. And
just to see what will manifest itself. I think that's, for me, is the magic of actually working at ATA, which I find very different to when I've worked in other recording session scenarios.
Yeah.
I think what I find is that you allow the musician to be able to come with a free spirit and to see what actually develops from nothing, from planting a seed, to see what germinates into a plant. Yeah. And I love that. I love that because I wish more people would actually kind of do that, especially from a recording point of view. I think it's something that's from the old school.
Yeah, but that's the luxury of having the studio, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's like we're not like, okay, I feel anxiety about... Because with that project, it was like, it was weird. Because I was speaking to Gaz earlier on today, and he was like, oh yeah, we had planned on doing something else that week, me and Gaz. And then I kind of like changed my mind and thought, oh, do you know what, it'd be better if we did this, and then phoned round everybody.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I'm free.
Yeah,
I'm free.
They were just getting
I'm free. So like to get everyone together is difficult to organise, isn't it? So I think like any anxiety for me is that kind of like, are we going to make this happen? But the fact is, we can just do it again.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? We don't have to worry.
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of quite freeing, isn't it?
Being in the right space at the right time with the right personnel, that can bring the proper chemistry.
Yeah.
To make it work. Without, like what you say, without any preconceived ideas about this is what we're doing and this is how I want it to be done. Do you know what I mean? And I think for me, that's really where my head's at when it comes to creating.
Yeah, right. So this is going to be a good one for you, Chris.
Go on.
What preparation did you do before?
None. I can tell you that from now. None at all. I mean, prior to this, I was at the community centre where I normally work in Leeds. And I just came straight over from there, note in my head when I was coming over, just looking forward to coming and just doing some recording.
Yeah.
And that was it.
It's quite funny, isn't it? It's like, if I was going to, like, for me, because I'm not playing double bass enough, you know what I mean? I like to have a couple of days of kind of like getting my fingers...
A bit of a warm-up.
Yeah, back in, because, like, you know they're going to be a workout, those sessions, don't you? It's like, it ain't going to be easy.
No.
You know, it's like you're going for a run, aren't you?
Completely.
You know?
Completely. That's how it is always here at ATA.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know whether you're going to be doing a marathon or a double marathon.
Yeah.
You get me? So you better be ready.
But we've done all the preparation before, haven't we?
Yeah,
it's like we don't know it's the preparation, but the preparation is
the
just
foundation's already laid.
Yeah,
basically.
years and years and years of working and recording in here.
That's right.
Innit?
That's right.
You know, so
That's
it's
right.
like...
From all the days when we were doing all the fuzzy projects and stuff, that in itself, when I look back on it now to where we are now, that was a stepping stones of making the foundation, I think.
Yeah.
For the way how you actually like to write and create here.
So we're in a space where we can feel free, don't we?
Totally.
Uninhibited.
Totally free.
Because we're so used to it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no kind of like, oh shit, the recording light's on, is there?
None of that feeling. I don't get that feeling at all here. What I get is more the feeling of, for me, it's more about, have I got it? Does that sit right? Does that feel right? That's my concern.
Yeah.
In terms of working with my brothers and sisters in here, to me, it's about that. Does it connect?
Yeah.
Does that whole thing gel?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it's almost like we instantly know.
Yeah.
And it's like, because you do it a lot, let's do it again. And does anyone question it?
No.
Because you already know inside here that kind of got there. We're on the road, but we're not there yet. Let's do it again. And usually we kind of get it right.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that feeling.
I think we do. And like yesterday, somebody asked me, because I was doing an interview at the college, and they kind of said, do you release everything that you record? It's kind of like, we don't have much B stock, do we? Do you know what much stuff that you've kind of gone, oh, that's not quite, let's put that to one side.
Usually when we've laid it and we're all smiling, everyone's like
right, well,
buzzing,
we've got that.
That's going out.
Yeah. We've done it.
Yeah.
But the preparation thing is funny, because it's like, you might not think you've done preparation, but we've done preparation, haven't we?
Yeah. Subconsciously, this preparation is actually there. Yeah.
Okay, so if you can cast your mind back to those 2 days, can you describe the energy or atmosphere during the recording?
Wow, that's a good question. I think a lot of it is, for me, the feeling was a feeling of excitement. What's going to actually happen?
Yeah.
Are we going to find this magical gem that's going to come through this music?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be a case that we're going to have to keep trying till it drops and we go, yeah, that's the one. But no, I just think the atmosphere and the vibe was just right for them 2 days. I felt that.
I felt like I had a bit of an atmosphere because I got so much on my shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're trying to set up the sound. Am I going to play well? Are we all going to perform well as a unit? So I definitely felt like quite a bit of pressure, like leading up to the first take, really.
Yeah.
Because for me, in the beginning of it, I was like, oh, this isn't going the way that I wanted to, You know, that I kind of envisaged it going.
Yeah.
You know, so I was kind of like, I wonder how much that comes across.
That doesn't come across to me at all. I don't feel that. And in some ways, if I'm being honest, I don't take it on. Because what you don't want is for the musicians around you to have that anxiety and that intensity of, oh, are we going to make this happen or not? What you want is for people to feel relaxed, people to feel at ease. Yeah. And one of the things that I have noticed when I work here is that's the first thing I feel at ease.
But I think it's kind of like,
you know what I mean?
I think that's one of the major things that you actually bring.
Do you reckon?
Do you know what? Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like,
you know me on the chill vibe.
It's one of the
we can't do with the stress.
Like one of the many reasons I like having you around, but like one of the reasons like this does always come up is like you're always positive.
Got to be.
So you always bring like this air of positivity.
Yeah, we're gonna bust it up tonight.
Yeah,
and that's the vibe that I'm on.
You know, and it's like you're my positive reinforcer. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's always there, kind of when I need it as well. You know, and it's like you. I don't know. It always adds so much to a session.
I think it's really interesting what you say there, because it's something that I suppose I don't recognise in myself because I'm just being me. But I have had people say to me in the past that they felt that when I'm kind of in a recording session, I kind of bring that spirit of, listen, man, we can do this.
Yeah,
we're gonna mash it up.
It's an emitting spirit.
Because I feel it in here.
Yeah, but it's emitting, or do you know what I mean? Coming out of you,
right? Okay,
which means it kind of like permeates.
That's good. That
do you know what I mean?
You feel that
the room.
People feel that. That's cool.
Because it's like loads of this, like the whole premise behind this, like that Work Money Death album was like, I want to touch something. Every time I want to get closer to that Pharaoh sound, like literally. The album Karma. I want to get closer to that album every time.
Yeah.
and it's like that
bring that
vibe
spirit out.
and spirit and
Yeah,
atmosphere,
yeah.
and like trying to create a moment. It's such a contributing factor to that moment. You know, that good feeling.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
the
that's
other
there.
side of it is as well, you've got to think that those guys, when they were creating that kind of music, what state of mind were they in when they were actually in the studio recording?
Yeah.
Because they'll have been going through crap like what we're going through.
Yeah.
Worrying about money, worrying about loved ones, worrying about all the other things that goes on in your life.
Yeah.
But when you walk in that room and you put that instrument on, it's almost like that instrument is almost like your muse to take you away from that pain.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's taking me away from the pain. So when I inject that feeling in that instrument, yes, man, I know I'll feel no more pain
Yeah.
for that moment in time.
Absolutely. And that translates onto the recording. And I think it's really interesting because it's not as if, like, for one, you and I were doing anything complex in
Not
that recording.
at all.
Do you know what I mean? We
Not
were
at all.
playing so kind of simply and supportively.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it came with that intention. You know.
That's it.
It-
That's the one.
It's interesting,
That
isn't
is
it?
the one
Because
what
it's
you've just
like
said.
you can play
And
that chord.
It's
but
really interesting though that the fact that as I've got older, I'm actually now realizing when I just play that dominant G chord with love in it.
yeah.
Do you know how much I actually enjoy that?
Yeah,
More than looking at trying to play something complicated.
Yes. Yeah.
Never used to think like that when I was younger. But now I'm beginning to realize those three chords, G, C, and D.
Yeah.
Beautiful. If it's played with the right heart and the right intention.
When I'm like, I've noticed when I'm playing the double bass, it's like I've stopped fucking caring. I've stopped caring as if it's in
I
tune
get
or
it.
if it's like, you know.
I get it.
And like the more I let go of that, it's like, you're letting go of your ego, aren't you? It's
That's
like,
what it's about.
you know, I don't
Neil.
care what anyone whether
It's
thinks
irrelevant what
I'm a
everybody else thinks.
good player or
It's
not.
coming from you.
Yeah, or oh god, but like we were saying in that recording a minute ago, you know that bass player.
It's out of tune. But look at the feel.
I know. So it's like.
So, do you actually care about whether it's out of tune or not?
No, because I've just given up on
Right,
that.
exactly.
But almost for my own well-being as well,
Yeah.
because when I'm doing these sessions, it's like I've got so much on my plate.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like if I take that one
Thing.
like, off my head and just go, you're just going to play, man.
Just play.
You're just going to play.
Just love it for
You know?
what it is.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's that moment.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like I keep on I'm speaking to everyone. We're skirting around this thing, and it's all we all kind of come back to. It's about this moment.
It's about the moment.
You know.
That's what makes it magical.
Yeah,
Not about yesterday and tomorrow. It's about being here right now and doing it.
present. And it's kind of like we've all come to that in different ways, almost, if you know what I mean. But that's kind of what Sam was saying, what Gaz was saying. Coming at it from different angles,
Completely.
but that kind of thing about being in that moment. And also with this album, it's funny, I'm remembering loads of shit as we're talking about it. It's kind of like I wanted to put that air of, that mental vibration of positivity within it.
That's right.
That's
That's right. Exactly. And it's interesting because my background, I've come from playing from church gospel music. That's how I started. And what I do remember was the joy of being able to play with my friends. That feeling, that camaraderie.
Yeah.
That's what I get when I come here. It's that same feeling, just like when I was a kid playing at church. It's the same vibe. That's where I get the magic from.
Do you know what? I wish I had a kitchen.
Yeah.
Because I was reading about Pharaoh Sanders like coming into like these studios, like I don't know where certain things were recorded, but you can imagine, can't you? Like, and it was like a caravan. They said like the whole family, like every bit, like
Wow.
there was a lot of them.
Why? Okay.
And they would be cooking,
Wow.
and things like that. And it's kind of like I kind of want to try and inject a bit of that,
that vibe. Well, when you look at the whole thing about when Bob Marley used to go and do his tours,
Yeah.
he was getting food cooked for him.
Yeah.
A team of people were cooking.
Oh, I brought badges, didn't I? I brought pakoras. I managed to do a bit of that. I brought loads
So
of
you did.
homemade pakoras.
You did bring some food.
And then everybody had this sort of like,
Everybody
there's
feels
a nice
nice, you
pakora.
know what I mean?
I like this pakora.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
were you surprised at the end product?
That's a good question. Was that surprised? More like, I wouldn't use the word surprise. I was more like taken back that I wasn't expecting it to have the depth it had.
Yeah.
After listening to it, because when you're in the room doing it at the time, you're just in the moment, and you're not thinking about, oh, what is it going to feel like when I listen to the mix?
Yeah.
It's just the moment, and it's done. You've gone. But when I listened back to it, I went, rah, this thing feel nice, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to feel like that.
And yeah, I think I remember you kind of saying to me that, like, you feel like you haven't had much of a chance to do music like this.
That's right.
You
All
know,
the years that I've loved music open like this, I never really had the opportunity to do it until when you open the door and say, come on, do your thing.
Yeah.
And that to me is one of the biggest blessings I've had in many years.
Yeah.
You know, to explore the things that I've had up here that I've been doing on my own at home. And no one had heard it.
Yeah.
Now I can actually bring that out through the music that you're actually making here.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I know that's like, again, like saying to Sam, saying to Gaz, you know, being able to, like, what a fucking privilege we have to have this space.
What?
And do that, you know, like,
Totally.
to then listen back to yourself and go, wait a minute, like that's a record.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm feeling
we've
that.
just created a moment or captured a moment.
Captured a moment,
you know,
in time.
properly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I even saw Tony smile listening back to, you know, playbacks.
Wow.
And he's just so critical.
I know, because he did say that to me, that he tends to not really listen back to once he's done it, he's moved on.
Yeah. He did, like, and I sat there with him, and he had a smile on his face. I was like, Tony, you got a smile on your face,
Good.
man. You know. Let's see, another question. Mm-hmm. What influences did you bring to this project?
Wow. The only influences I can say that I've brought to this project is, I suppose, the depth of experiences that I've had through
your life,
my
man.
music, my life,
My
family,
Absolutely.
my kids, everything that you know about me and what my life's been like. That's what I bring to the table.
Yeah. Because Tony talks about that as well.
With the pain and sorrow and the joy.
Yeah.
It's all coming.
He says every time
I can't
he
hide
plays,
it behind.
he plays from the heart.
Yeah. There's no other
And
way I
it's
can
like,
do it.
Yeah.
No other way I can do it. I don't know of any other way to express myself musically other than bringing the passion and the love in my heart for music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For me, it's really deep, because I never really realised until, you know, maturing and getting older and being around other musicians, that people take certain paths. Some people take it as a career, in inverted commas, where they're actually getting a wage and they're making a living. And I don't, you know, begrudge anybody for doing that. I've just fallen into it because of the love of it.
Yeah.
The money thing was, oh wow, I actually get paid and all. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't see it the same like that. This is my work. This is my passion.
Yeah. It definitely won't work, was it?
No, it's passion.
You know, it's beyond
100%. 100% is passion. You know? Yeah, man.
Do you think the one take, no rehearsal process led to a more dynamic session?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Think about situations where someone's going to do a 100-meter run, and they know that when that gun goes off, they've got to run from that to the other one, and they've got to try and win. They ain't stopping halfway through and say, oh, let's start again, because I didn't actually have a really good start at the beginning. You're running to the end.
Yeah.
Whether you win or not, that's it. You're running for your life. That's how I look at music. If that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Like, and it again, we're kind of lucky enough to have got used to that pressure.
Yeah.
Like, whether we know it or not, whether we've set out to kind of like, let's get better at doing things.
Yeah.
You know,
you're not worrying about the red light being on.
Yeah, it's because we don't have time on the tape, do we? It's
we've just
like,
got to get it done.
Yeah, it's like you've got, you know, that tape, like 30 minutes of tape costs 325 quid now. That's how much a new reel costs me. And you got 30 minutes. So it's like, we don't have a chance for 2 takes.
Nope.
3 takes.
We've just got to get it in there and get it done and get it right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
and just vibe with it.
It's great though. It's like the fact that everybody at that, again, it's about being in that moment.
Yes.
At that moment, everyone just switched.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Just in a mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the things that had come before it, because we were here a few hours before, weren't we? Before the kind of like the session started, before Sam arrived. It was just like, what's this? What's this? What's this? It's just a warm up, innit?
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and
all
then
it was.
Once,
That's all it was.
Once it came to the table of like, right.
Yeah, this is it now. This is a
Yeah.
real deal. Come on, let's smash it.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes it like, when I listen back to Tony, like everybody, but then listen back to that take of Tony, and it's just like,
It's incredible.
yeah,
It's
like
incredible.
to be so in that moment
I
and
know.
perform in such a
know,
way
I know.
with no prior kind of like, there's no composition, there's no kind of like, let's use this line on that
Yeah, nothing like that. Or we're going to use this phrase, or I want you to double up on it. None of that. None of that. Spare of the moment. Here we go.
It's like a bird, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just like,
It just
he's just going to
flies.
sing.
Just flies.
Yeah.
Incredible musician, Tony.
Yeah.
It's an honour and a privilege to be working with him. I remember seeing Tony play, and I'm talking well over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was blown away then,
Yeah.
just by his texture and his nuances and the darkness of what he brings out in his playing, as well as the light. That's what really, I thought, if I can play half like what he can play and bring that feeling, I'll be happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I remember thinking that when I saw him play years ago. You know what I mean? So it's an honour and a privilege, really, to be working with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really knock it out, can't he?
Yeah. He's a special.
And it's also the fact, though, that
special
we
musician.
can stay in that moment to give him that
Platform.
Because
to
that's
fly.
the other thing, is like he's incredibly reactive to the moment, isn't he?
He is. I noticed
so,
that.
like,
I've noticed
if we,
that.
so making sure that we do the right stuff underneath as well.
Right. That's right.
You know.
Just to make him feel comfortable, that he can just go and
Yeah.
just do his thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? He's got that foundation there. Tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Incredible. Yeah, man.
Okay, this is the last question.
Okay.
What do you think of the album?
Oh my gosh. I can't stop listening to it. I know that much.
What's your favourite
God,
bit?
do
Is
I
there
have a
anything that
favourite?
you're kind of like?
To be honest, I wouldn't say I've got a favourite,
Yeah.
because I travel through each track with its own merit.
Yeah.
It takes me to places that I go, yeah, I'm feeling that. So for each track, it's got its space for me. It's got its place. So I haven't got a favourite at the moment. One might draw me in later on,
Yeah.
but at this point in time, I love the whole album.
See, I sometimes even forget like the things that I've put on them. Do you know what I mean? It kind of takes me by surprise.
Yeah.
Like there's a bit on one of the tracks where I've got Richard to do, you know, that kind of Sun Ra horn section thing.
Yeah.
And then I got Steve to do some trumpets. And like they kind of come from opposite sides of the spectrum a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but the work.
Richard's very Sun Ra, like
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
loose
yeah,
with what he's doing.
yeah.
And then Steve's kind of quite precise.
And
it's
really
like
on.
it's like Don Ellis Big Band meets Sun Ra. And I'm just like, wow, what a thing.
Chemistry works though, doesn't
You
it?
know.
It does work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contrast of the two.
I'm looking forward to
Combined.
listening to it.
Oh man,
I don't think I'll listen to it for quite a while. Do you know what I mean?
You have to
But
listen to it, man.
and then it'll
Album's
just
heavy.
kind of surprise me.
Yeah,
You know, to listen to it.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing album, and I think if people get the opportunity to delve into it, they will find something in it for them.
And what I love as well is like there's another like the aspect of like that tune, Same as Before. Do you know what how Barry described it? A prayer for change.
Wow,
I think that's what it was. I really liked that.
That's deep.
But that like
That's deep.
that guy Cog who did the spoken word thing afterwards, he did that in one take as well, you know.
I didn't know that.
Like no rehearsal. We sat here, we chatted, you know, for a bit. I talked about what you and me were talking about. It was like we came up with the chorus bit at the end, the vocals for
that hook.
And I explained that to him, and he was just kind of like sitting, writing, thinking, talking. You know, we nattered for about an hour.
Okay.
And then he was like, okay, right, I'll go give it a go. And I gave him a few prompts of things, you know, because he does some classical singing, which reminded me of Leon Thomas.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was a bit like, do a bit of that, man, do a bit of that, and things, you know.
Yeah.
And he just went through and did that. Like, I remember when I sent it to you, because you were
that's
really
right.
into it when I sent
just
you
thought,
that.
this is heavy.
And he just did that in one take.
Amazing.
And I was kind of like, am I going to edit this down?
No.
Because he was like, okay, I'll go and work on the idea and I'll come back.
So he was looking at it almost like a demo.
Yeah,
a demo
I
idea.
just like stream of consciousness, get my thoughts
just get it out. But it was right, it worked.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
You don't need to have to redo that.
I couldn't have changed that.
From the heart, man.
I couldn't have changed it. There's absolutely, because I sent you, I kind of thought to myself, oh, should I edit it a little bit? And I sent you an edited one, and you were like, nah.
I told you, didn't I?
Yeah, and we put it back in, and
Just
it was
keep
just
the
like,
rawness in there.
yeah.
That's real. That's what he did there was a real things.
So it's like, even if I did, that's the other thing about the album, even if I did overdubs, you know, accentuated stuff afterwards, I got everybody to do it in one take, you know.
But you know what? If you did that, that's like going and using Photoshop
Yeah, I know.
in the music.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
I didn't edit anything.
No,
I was just
sir.
like that thing with Cog. It's just
Yeah.
like, that's it.
This is it. It's
That's
done.
it. It's done.
It's done.
It's his performance. Gone.
Yeah.
And like those 30, you might remember the one that you did 30 minutes?
Yes.
You know,
with
on
the
shakers
the
and
percussion.
things.
Yeah.
That's another one that's like,
That's a
Sam
killer
came in,
track.
first take. Oh, Gaz's heart part, you know, we just
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it. 30 minutes performed straight to, you know,
Wow. Straight to tape.
straight to the end. Done.
And that was it.
That's it.
Done.
Unedited. I think Gaz did it first take. On that one.
Amazing.
You know, so it's all like first takes.
That's brilliant.
Even if it's an overdub.
Brilliant.
It was like, I want
Brilliant.
people's, even if it's a part or something, I
You want
their
that
first
initial impact.
reaction.
Yeah, that initial impact. You don't want them to think about it.
No.
And analyse, because
Yeah.
once you analyse, that's when it's going to go down the
Yeah,
chute.
it was like when we did the second take of that first tune
I
of
know.
that day.
Did you notice what happened?
It was
Because we were thinking too
yeah,
much.
exactly. It wasn't limp, but it was.
It didn't have that spark.
It was held back, wasn't
Yeah,
it? It was
it was.
reserved.
You could tell.
And it was, you know.
Too much thought had gone into it.
Yeah, and it was just like, nah, right, forget.
You
about
want that initial impact where almost like you don't know what you're doing, but you're travelling in the dark and you're looking, you're thinking, yeah, I can see that light there now. And you go towards the light.
Yeah.
That's how me like it.
Excellent. We're done.
Wicked. Respect.